subject of Maya, the Divine Mother. So, all our friends here who are present physically in this city of Portland and all those that are viewing through Zoom are all welcome for the second part, the next part of today's session, discourse. Whatever I may say about Maya, it is not enough of what Maya should be known about. There is no philosophy in the whole world, there is no philosophy under the sun that can define Maya. Maya is an explanation. It is not at all a theory. There is no concept of Maya. There is no definition of Maya. Say anything about Maya, more or less it will be correct. When the Advaita school of philosophy expounded this great subject, Maya, people that did not approve of this Advaita school of philosophy, they put forth hundreds of objections. In and through all those objections, there was a common vein that said like, my dear friends from this Advaita school of philosophy, you are talking a language that is not at all acceptable to logic. You are putting forth so many things that are not at all logical. How to agree with that? How to accept it? For which the reply that was given by the exponents of Advaita school of philosophy was, you are absolutely right, sir. You are right. Maya cannot be wrapped up in any language that is logical or illogical or whatever it is. You are right. Because the very definition of Maya is, it is just an explanation and not a theory. You can never say whether Maya exists or not. You can't say whether it exists. Is there anything like Maya, a phenomenon? Is there a phenomenon like Maya anywhere? Can anyone find? For that we have to say, no. There is nothing like Maya. Oh, you mean Maya is absent? No, even that is not right. You say Maya is present then? No, that is not right. Then it is absent? No, even that is not right. What else is that? Sometimes it is, sometimes it is not. When it is there, we can't say. When there is creation, Maya will come into operation. When there is no creation, Maya is there perhaps, but it is not visible, it is not perceivable, it is not conceivable either. Many people are of the opinion, Shankaracharya brought about this philosophy of Maya, this concept of Maya. That's wrong. Right in the Rig Veda itself, we see references to Maya. Indra, through his powers of Maya, did that, did this. Such sentences we come across in plenty, right in the Veda Samhita part itself. You know, every Veda is divided into 4 parts. Most of you are from Indian background, you might have known. If you have not known it already, please try to know it now. There are 4 Vedas. In yesterday's talk, I said earlier there were only 3 Vedas. As a result of the efforts by Rishi Parashara, son of Vedavyasa, father and son combination, Parashara and Vyasa, they put forth every possible effort, they left no stone unturned for including Atharvana Veda also in the group of Vedas. From there onwards, Vedas came to be 4 in number. Earlier to that, there were only 3. In many parts, we refer to the Vedas as Trayi. Hundreds of times, Vedas are referred to as Trayi. Trayi means 3. Okay, now, Today, in 2022, December 24, there are 4 Vedas. You all know Rig Veda, Yajurveda, Samveda, Atharva Veda, and each Veda is divided into 4 parts. Samhita, Brahmana, Aranyaka and Upanishad. Samhita is the earliest part. Rig Veda is the first Veda. Chronologically, we cannot say Rig Veda came into existence first, followed by Yajurveda, Samveda and Atharva Veda. That sort of chronology we cannot adopt here. It may not be right. Whatever it is still a disputable thing. Whatever it is, even taking for granted that Rig Veda constituted the earliest of the Vedas, and Rig Veda Samhita constituted the earliest of the parts of Rig Veda, the remaining 3 parts being Brahmana, Aranyaka and Upanishad. In Rig Veda Samhita itself, we see references for Maya. And in Upanishads, we see lots of references to Maya. Bhagavad Gita, Krishna mentions very clearly several times the word Maya. Mama Maya Duratya, that famous utterance of Krishna, famous statement. Unsurmountable is my Maya. You cannot easily surmount my Maya. You can't overcome the obstacles that Maya can put forth for your progress. There is a strong force checking your advancement, checking your progress at every step. That is called Maya. Vishwamitra sat for tapasya any number of times. Any number of times Vishwamitra sat for tapasya. Raja Kaushika sat for tapasya. Every time one or the other thing will come and it will pull him down. Who came? Maya came in various guises. Menaka might have come, some other thing might have come. Remember, they are all the medium through which Maya came. Even before the final enlightenment came to Siddhartha, after which he became the Buddha, Maya assumed hundreds of forms and he tried to lure and pull him down. When he proved very hard, when he proved very stern, when he proved that he is of sterner stuff, very tough, then it yielded. Maya yielded and he became the enlightened, the Buddha. This Maya we call as Jagannatha. Acharya Shankara stands before Mother Annapurna in Kashi and offers a great prayer. Annapurna Stotram, famous Annapurna Stotram. There he says, Mother, if you do not open the door, whoever can enter into the realms of liberation? Who can ever enter? The door of liberation is always closed or opened by you only. So this is Maya. Unless Maya gives you a chance, Maya allows you, Maya clears the path, you cannot do anything. Narada once prayed to Sri Rama. Rama was so pleased at the prayers of Narada and volunteered to give him some boon. Ask me for a boon. Acharya Shankara's prayer it is like Mokshadwara Kapata Patanakari Matanna Purneshwari. Mokshadwara Kapata. Kapata is the door here. Patanakari, the one that operates the door. Mokshadwara, the door to Mukti, door to liberation. Mokshadwara Kapata Patanakari Matanna Purneshwari. So, Sri Ramachandra is very much pleased at the prayers of Narada and volunteers to give him a boon. Ask me for a boon. Narada says, you have given me everything, Lord. What more do I want? No, once I ask a person to ask for something, he has to ask and I have to give. No question of retreating. Being forced by Sri Rama, Narada finally asked for a boon. You know what is that? Let me not be lured by your Maya anytime, in any way. Let me not be lured by your Maya. Everyone is afraid of this Maya. Even Narada is a bit afraid. Anytime I sleep, I don't know when this Maya will crumble me down. when she will pull me down. Narada himself is not so secured. He doesn't feel so much secure there. It seems. Maybe he is highly secure. But going by the sentiments that he has expressed through this prayer, may I not slip while traversing on the path because of your Maya. Please don't cast the net of your Maya upon me anytime. Don't catch me in the net of your Maya. Once I become enmeshed, it's gone. Very difficult to come out again. Every attraction that you feel in this world, attraction other than the attraction towards Lord, is a form of Maya. There is that Lord, the repository of everything, every glory, in its infinite luxury, in its infinite richness. There is Lord, whom you can never even touch in any of your descriptions, whose boundary you cannot touch, whom you cannot go anywhere near, even though you are a Kalidasa or a Valmiki in your description. Such a glorious Lord is there. We don't feel attracted to Him. And here is His making this Jagat, this world, this universe, which is so attractive for us, which is not even a speck of dust compared to the glorious entity that Lord is. We don't feel attracted there, we feel attracted here because we are caught up in Maya. Where is the way? Some yearning will have to be developed inside, and we have to go on praying Him, please clear the path. Clear your Maya that is there on the path so that I can turn my attention towards you. Maya is a screening test. In India, if you have to pass some high-level examinations like IAS, etc., there are so many screening tests. One preliminary test will be there, one main examination will be there, one interview will be there, then you will attain to that high-placed level. Position of power, Indian Administrative Service, Indian Police Service, Indian Foreign Service, very prestigious courses, IAS, IPS, IFS, IRS, so on and so forth. All and sundry may desire but cannot attain to that position. You have to show your eligibility. You have to show you are competent enough. Similarly, for attaining to liberation, mukti, you know what is meant by mukti? You are becoming one with Brahman himself. You become Brahman only. You become the master of the whole universe. That is mukti. To understand what is mukti, what are the glories that are associated with this position that we call, this attainment that we call as mukti, etc., etc., you need to glance through books like Raja Yoga, Patanjala Raja Yoga. Superhuman powers will come when you are traversing along the path. You have not reached the threshold of mukti even. Even by then, you become gods like Agni, Indra, etc. Becoming Indra is nothing compared to attaining mukti. Indra is a kindergarten child, while the person who is in possession of mukti is a Nobel laureate. Where is the comparison between a Nobel laureate and a kindergarten child? Indra is the epitome of all material luxuries you can conceive, can ever conceive. Beyond that Indra's luxuries, even your conception cannot go. That is the highest point you can ever conceive. Material luxuries, youth, ability to enjoy things, your eyes, your nose, your everything, your position, your prestige, you are being so charming, fascinating, your this, that, all your qualifications, your abilities, your attainments, Himalayan in quantity. When you are in possession of all such things, we call you, oh, he has attained to that level of Indra. He has become Indra-like. That Indra-like position is a dust speck before the Himalayas compared to the liberation that a human is capable of achieving and should consciously try to achieve too in his lifetime. To attain to that level, so many obstacles will have to be overcome. All these obstacles are in the form of attractions. When I say obstacle, not that you are going to suffer because of lot of hunger. Hunger is not the obstacle on the path. Obstacle will not be in the form of hunger. Obstacle will not be in the form of people chiding you, people blaming you, ridiculing you. It won't be in that form. It won't be in the form of people pelting stones at you. It won't be in the form of you are getting imprisoned for some time. It won't be in the form of any such thing. You know how the obstacles will be? One after the other, all great temptations will come in the way. Accept us. The heavenly damsels will come. More than anything else, heavenly damsels will come. Please accept us. We are here to serve you. It happened in case of Buddha, it happened in case of another great man, Nachiketa. Yama offered Nachiketa heavenly damsels and even the position of Indra. Nachiketa, though a boy, showed such a maturity that bluntly he rejected and threw away all those offers of temptation. Janamyaham shevadhirityanityam nahyadhruvaihi prapyate hidhruvam tat. One of the gems in Upanishadic literature. I know the impermanent cannot give me what is permanent in nature. I want a permanent thing. And your Indra Padavi, etc., they all fall in the category of impermanent things. Nahi adhruvaihi prapyate dhruvam tat. Dhruvam means permanent. Adhruvam means impermanent. A transient thing cannot give me anything permanent. Therefore, I reject. I don't want anything transient. A great lesson he is teaching to the mankind. Howsoever glorious a particular thing may be, if it suffers from transience, we have to bluntly reject it. That is the lesson he is teaching us. Krishna also refers to it in Bhagavad Gita. Yehi samsparishaja. About this bhoga sort of life, he makes a reference. Yehi samsparishaja bhoga dukkhayomaya evate adyantavantaha. It has a beginning and therefore it has an end. All these bhogas have a beginning and they have an end also. And they are the root of future dukkha. Every sukham that is presently giving you a lot of joy has in its womb some seed of dukkha that will appear at a later time in your life. The future dukkha is there in the seed form in the present sukham. So therefore, I don't want any dukkha to attend to me later, to come and meet me later. So what is the way? I reject both, right? The present sukham and the future dukkha, both simultaneously I bluntly reject off right now. So I am beyond all. Sukha dukkhe same krutva, labha, alabho, jaya, ajayo. All these pairs of opposites, bluntly, mercilessly I reject off. A man of true wisdom, all these pairs of opposites will get rejected by him. That is the nature of the man. What remains if you reject the pairs of opposite? What remains? Nothing needs to be remained. Already I am that infinite, I am absolute. Everything is there in me. Nothing is to be gained on you. I am the infinite ocean, shoreless ocean of bliss. What more I want? Because you don't know who you are really, you are after all these small things, petty things. An ocean of bliss doesn't require anything, to be happy. Already I am an ocean of bliss. Just because I don't believe in that, I don't try to see the truth about me, I am an ocean of bliss. My existence is unthreatened. My knowledge is unlimited. My bliss is unlimited. I am Sat. I am Chit. I am Ananda. Even though you don't know about that, a little of Sat is there in you. You think yourself Mr. So-and-so, Mrs. So-and-so and all that. You never bother to know who really you are. Leave it aside. What is the present concept that you have about your own self? Mr. So-and-so from India, Mrs. So-and-so or Miss So-and-so, whatever it is. Even there, this element of existence, knowledge and bliss is not totally absent. It is there in some partial quantity. You live for 100 years. That is the duration of your existence. Even in the present concept that you have about your own self, you have 100 years of existence, you have some knowledge, some computer, engineering, medicine, economics, mathematics. You have some knowledge, but in the true nature of you, you have infinite knowledge. In the true nature, in the truth about you, the existence is unthreatened, infinite. In the truth about you, your knowledge is unlimited. In the truth about you, your bliss is unthreatened and infinite. You have an absolute existence, you have an unlimited knowledge or absolute knowledge and absolute bliss. This is truth about you. You have Sat existence, you have Chit knowledge, you have Ananda, bliss. Sat, Chit, Ananda, you are. How much of Sat, how much of Chit and how much of Ananda? Limitless. That is your innate quality. You can never be bereft of. You can never be rid of. You can't get rid of yourself from these wonderful qualities. You can never get rid of, even if you want. I don't want to have this infinite existence. It is impossible for you to get yourself removed from this position or this state of being through this infinite existence. You have to have the infinite existence. At the time of death, you think you are dead. You are not dead. Your infinite existence remains all through. Whether you want it or not, whether you know it or not. Your infinite existence remains all through. Only your body gets separated from the other factors that are there in your being. That you call as the dissociation. Death is not vanishing totally. What we call as death conventionally, it is nothing but the dissociation of the mind from the body. Mind and Atman, they leave body and go away. The Atman and mind, they are combined. When they are combined together, we call it as Jivatman. Jivatman means Atman plus Antahkaranam. Atma plus Antahkaranam. Antahkaranam means Manassu, Buddhi, Chitta, Ahankara, and all that. Except the gross body, whatever that is there inside, that is Antahkaranam. Antahkaranam plus Atma is Jivatma. Jivatma will get dissociated from the gross body and it will go away. It will go to its own abode, far, far beyond all your physical universes. What you call as your galaxy, your Milky Way, your constellation, your this, that, probably beyond all those things it is going, because the Jivatman is subtler than the space. Sun cannot burn it. Water cannot drench it. Even that the sun cannot burn. Because it is subtler than the space. Sun is not subtler than space. While your Jivatman is subtler than he goes, gets dissociated from the gross body and goes. That we call as death. But you are not dead, you are not gone totally. You don't become extinct. Your existence is not lost, your existence is still there. What is the one that is having that existence somewhere there? It is something, say Jivatman. That ability to have absolute knowledge, ability to possess absolute bliss still remains there with that. Because there is that element of Atman with that. Atman plus Antahkarana is Jivatman, you know. Leave aside the Antahkarana part. Atman is very much there. As long as Atman is associated with you, your Jivatman, absolute existence, absolute knowledge and absolute bliss are always there. Not an iota of that can become decreased. You cannot lose an iota of what it is. It remains the whole of the absoluteness as far as your existence is concerned, the whole of your knowledge, the whole of your bliss that remains there intact. No force in this world can bring about any sort of a lowering there, any sort of a decrease there. You still remain. So, death means dissociation of the Antahkarana from the Sthula Sharira, the gross body, that's all. But you are absolute, you do have absolute existence, absolute knowledge and absolute bliss. Unfortunately, we don't know. We don't, because we never bothered to know who we really are. We went by what we appear as. Always, whenever the question of who am I that arose before you, We went by what you conceived yourself as. You never bothered to know whether your concept is logical, it's true, it's rational. We never bother to question the rationality and the logicality of it. Because we are all caught up in a spell. That spell is Maya. Your elder brother thought his body is he. Your elder sister thought her body is she. Your mother thought her body-mind combination is she. Father thought body-mind combination is he. So everybody is okay with the body-mind complex. So I am also okay. Why bother about all those things? One in a million, one fine morning, probably he may develop this doubt whether at all what I think myself as is true. A Siddhartha thinks, a Nachiketa thinks, a Ramana Maharshi thinks, a Narendranath thinks. Am I right in thinking that I am a combination of this gross body and some inner content which it possesses? Is it the fact? Is it all? This question will loom large only for the fortunate few, that too once in 1,000 years, once in 100 years. For them, this question becomes very much pertinent, a very relevant question. The question being, who really am I? Once you try to know who really you are, 99% of your problems are over in one stroke. 99.99 for once, an old lady went to Ramana Maharshi. She went on wailing before him, weeping before him, narrating all her miseries, trials, so on and so forth. Maharshi listened to all that silently for some time. And he wanted to give her some solace, that's why she has come to him. Maharshi silently asked her, you listed all the ways, you listed all the trials, all the difficulties you have been through. Please just answer my question. Who is the one that is suffering? All these trials, etc., they are haunting. They are troubling whom? Are they troubling your body? Are they troubling your body? I don't know, Maharshi. Your body cannot be troubled because it is grass, it is inert, it is made of matter. Anything made of matter will not have any pain or pleasure. Here there is this glass container that contains some tumbler, whatever you may whatever term you may use. This glass tumbler is there. No pain in this world can affect it. No pleasure in this world can affect it. It is not at all vulnerable for any sort of a pleasure or pain. Inert body cannot have any pain or pleasure. Your body is full of inert material. So your body is not having any sort of trouble by the series of trials that you enlisted. And what about your mind? Mind also is material, made of matter, but it is subtler than the gross one. It also cannot have any sort of a pain or pleasure. And the third one that is there in you is your own Atman. Atman is never subjected to any sort of pleasure or pain. Who is the one that is suffering? And you know the beauty of the story? The lady silently went back without murmuring a word. By simply analyzing into this accepted fact that really who am I? You will come to know there is absolutely nothing like a pleasure or a pain for you in this world. Nothing can give pain, nothing can give pleasure. But this easiest solution that we can never conceive, we never try to follow. We never try to accept. We don't accept. We don't follow. You know why? You are caught up in Maya. Every time you want to catch hold of a solution, something comes in the way. That is Maya. You never needed, really speaking, you never needed any palatial building. You never needed a companion. You never needed anything of that sort. But for some time in your lifetime, you started feeling that unless and until those things are there with you, your life has no meaning. 10 years later, you come to know that just because you went in pursuit of all these things, your life has lost all its meaning. What is the most attractive thing today will appear to be the most burdensome thing 10 years hence. What had happened to you 10 years ago? You were caught up in the spell of Maya. And again, though, having been caught up in the spell of Maya, having been dejected in various ways, having been paid in various ways, now you think you must get out of all this nonsense. And you feel like going to some Vedanta center, some temple, some great man, and you take his advice very seriously. Mercilessly, you reject all these things one day, just as Siddhartha did, and you feel like going to a forest. You go to a forest too. Sit for some meditation or such thing for some time. And after about 10 years or so, you come out with the conclusion that you wanted, come out with the light though you wanted, you get yourself liberated, and you start distributing that light all over the world, like a Buddha did, like a Jesus did, or like a Ramakrishna or Vivekananda did, and you become totally a different man. Who became responsible for this transformation? Again, it is Maya. Every phenomenon that is taking place in this creation has its seed, its cause in Maya. There are two types of Maya. The Maya that drags you down and the Maya that lifts you up. Maya that drags you down is called as Avidya Maya, and the Maya that lifts you up is Vidya Maya. People say wife is an obstacle, wife is a barrier, but for Purandara Dasa, wife became responsible for his liberation. People say wife is an obstacle. For a Tulsi Dasa, wife became responsible for the emancipation. None you can term as an obstacle or a conducive element. We do not know in what form the obstacle will come. We do not know in what form the liberator will come. You cannot generalize. Wealth is a great obstacle, not at all. The very wealth which you are presently perhaps counting as an obstacle for you, when it is put to its proper use, will become a great promoter of your emancipation. Nothing you cannot generalize, nothing you can earmark and say, this is the obstacle and this is the promoter. You cannot say. Palatial luxury may become the best promoter, while poverty may become the worst obstacle. For others, poverty may become the best promoter, and palatial luxuries may become the worst obstacle. We cannot say in what, therefore, anything that you see, anything that you are dealing with, ultimately will fall into the category that they all belong to the serfdom of Maya, the kingdom of Maya, whatever it is. So Maya is the one that is responsible for the creation up to the total liberation. Therefore, Janmadhyasya Yataha, the one that gives birth. In Kannada there is beautiful bhajan about Sakala Brahmandamanu Basirali Dharisi Nityavu Parevalu. Brahmanda after Brahmanda, she is delivering every day. Sri Ramakrishna said in a vision, Brahmayoni. One Brahmanda after another Brahmanda is coming out of the womb of Divine Mother. Brahmayoni. Narendranath also saw this vision in his meditation. Could not make anything out of it. Came to Sri Ramakrishna Rani. In my meditation, I saw this golden triangle out of which millions and millions of lokas are getting delivered out. Sri Ramakrishna said, beautiful. That's a good thing that you had that vision in your meditation. That is Brahmayoni. So, this is a very mysterious thing, inscrutable, very mysterious. Brahman is there, but unless Maya intervenes, no creation can ever come. Brahman will be there simply lying like a log of wood. Acharya Shankara says this in a beautiful composition. O Mother, Divine Mother, Mahamaya, Divine Devanam Singh. Unless you start the activation process, Shiva will simply lie down, he will simply remain as a Shava. Shiva will be a Shava if you don't bring about the awakening in him. So what is that awakening? It is again, even Brahman himself will be cast in the spell of Maya. Brahman himself will be cast. The infinite Brahman, the Satchidananda, absolute existence, absolute knowledge, absolute bliss, that Brahman starts thinking about his own self as though he is a limited entity. Because he takes upon himself that spell of Maya, he enters into that spell of ignorance. He forgets about his true nature. At that time, a desire will arise. What is that? I should become many. Though I am one, I should become many. So kamayata. Taittiriya Upanishad declares this. This desire arose. So kamayata. Bahusyam praja yeyeti. I should become Bahu through my praja. I must give rise to the birth of so many things and I must multiply myself. I must become Bahu. Now, what he becomes? He becomes Ishvara. The Brahman that was earlier now becomes Ishvara. Voluntarily, he subjected himself to the spell of the effect of Maya. He becomes Ishvara. This Ishvara we earmark with 3 different names. It is this Ishvara we call as Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva. When Ishvara creates, he becomes Brahman. When he preserves, he becomes Vishnu. When he dissolves everything, he becomes Shiva. All these 3 are the same thing, 3 different aspects of one entity, which you call as either Ishvara or Mahamaya. Ishvara and Mahamaya, one and the same. Brahman, when he offered himself to be influenced by the spell of Maya, which is his own power, what is Maya? His own power. Voluntarily offers himself to be influenced by his own power, Maya, now forgets about himself. The Brahman that he was now starts thinking, I am Ishvara. I am bound by time, space and causation. Therefore, I must multiply myself. So kamayata bahusyam prajayeti. Now, Maya itself will become his spouse and he becomes Purusha. This Ishvara becomes Purusha and Maya itself will become his spouse and creation will start. That Acharya Shankara refers to while writing the commentary on Bhagavad Gita, Angirasa, etc. 4 sages were created, then came 7 sages. Narayana himself, for creating all these things, he developed a desire of this sort, Angirasa, etc. These sages came, Saptarshis came, like that things went on. Acharya makes a reference to all those things in his preliminary introductory commentary about Bhagavad Gita, where he writes, Dvividho hi Vedokto Dharma. Probably yesterday I made a reference to it. Dvividho hi Vedokto Dharma. Pravrutti Lakshano, Nivrutti Lakshanascha. Jagataha Sthiti Karanam. Praninam Sakshat Adbhyudaya Nishreyasa Hetuhu Yasya Dharmaha. He defines Dharma that way, and to uphold, establish this Dharma, Narayana came in the form of Vasudeva and did all these things. That is how he refers to the mission caused behind Krishna's emergence as Avatara while writing the commentary on Bhagavad Gita. So this is how Maya works. There is clay. If clay is there, you cannot use it for any vyavahara. That clay is Brahman. Out of clay, so many things will have to come. Clay cannot assume anything unless and until it is prepared to accept one form and one name. Clay should accept a form. Clay should accept a name. Nama, Rupa. So we make parts out of clay, we make so many things out of clay and all those things. Now clay is Brahman and part is Jagat. Whatever that is there in the Vyavahara, that is Jagat. Jagat means an arena for so many operations provided by Supreme Lord Himself. That is Jagat. It's an arena for the operation of so many forces, currents and cross currents. They are there operative here. Life's forces, life's currents and cross currents are in continuous operation in an arena that we call as Jagat. There is Brahman, Ishvara, and here is Jagat. There are only three entities which Vedanta always deals with. Jiva, Jagat and Ishvara. Jiva, Jagatto and Ishvara are the three subjects Vedanta deals with, nothing more than that. So this Ishvara is there as clay. Jagat is there as the part. What is the difference between Jagat, Ishvara and Jagat? What is the difference between these two? You say there is a difference, answer is wrong. There is difference between clay and part. If you say like that, answer is wrong. If you say there is no difference between clay and pot, answer is wrong. So who is responsible for the clay to become pot? Simply the pattern in which it is arranged. That is all. Or you can say, pot has a name and a form, while clay doesn't have. Clay plus name and form is equal to pot. Listen to it again. Clay is Ishvara here. Pot is Jagat. Is there any difference between clay and pot? If you say there is difference, what is the difference? I take out my clay from the pot. Show me what is there. Clay minus pot is equal to 0, you know. If clay minus pot is equal to 0 according to laws of mathematics, clay is equal to pot. Where is the difference? Your answer is wrong. You are given 0 marks. Go. Don't say there is any difference between these two. Okay, sir, there is no difference. What do you mean? Why do you say there is no difference? Say I give you $5 and ask you to bring some pot from the market. If you bring some clay, will I keep quiet? Instead of bringing a pot, you have brought some clay. I become furious and ask you a question. Fool, I ask you to bring a pot and you have brought a lump of clay. Swamiji, yesterday night, 100 times you repeated this, that clay and pot are one and the same. I brought clay. If you say there is no difference between these two, that's wrong. If you say there is difference between those two, you are wrong. Who is responsible for the clay to become pot? Maya. Ishwaran, Maya. So Maya means name and form. The only difference between clay and pot is there is name and form for the pot while it is not there for the clay. Where is that name? Sir, this is the difference. There is difference between clay and pot. The difference is pot has got name and form. Where is that name and form? Suppose I remove clay from the pot. Where is your name and where is your pot? Where is your form? Where is your name? Just as name and form has neither the existence nor it doesn't have any existence, Maya has neither any existence nor it doesn't have any existence. Here name the whole world, the difference between Brahman, the Ishvara, the Brahman and the whole Jagat is that here we find name and form while we don't find it there. Namatita, Kalatita, Deshatita. So this Maya is so elusive that cannot be caught up in any sort of, you cannot say whether it is there. Sannapi, Acharya puts so beautifully this Viveka Chudamani. Sannapi, it has an existence. Asannapi, it doesn't have an existence. Ubhayatmikano, both are wrong. Sangapi, it has a mass. It has a body. It has some form. Sangapi, Anangapi, it has a form. Sangapi, Anangapi doesn't have any form. Ubhayatmikano, both are wrong. Bhinnapi, Abhinnapi, it is made of parts, but it is unified. Neither it has parts, nor it is unified. Ubhayatmikana. Then what is it? Mahadbhuta Anirvachaniya Rupa. You cannot contain the concept of Maya in any language. Vachaniya is impossible with that. You cannot impart Vachaniya to it. Mahadbhuta. Wonderful, wonder of wonders, most wonderful thing. Mahadbhuta Anirvachaniya. Therefore Krishna says, you can't overcome my Maya. Mama Maya Durotya. I have that great power. I have that great power in me. He is Lord because he has that power of Maya in his armory. No weapon is equal to it. No Brahmastra is equal to it. Look at that. Your Brahman is absolute. He is infinite. Out of that Brahman, creation has come. Can anything come out of infinity? Experts in mathematics, experts in physics, let us analyze for a while. Anything that is infinite, remember, is immutable. Infinity will never undergo any change. It is out of the same infinity that creation has come. How did it come? It came. Overwhelmingly we see, we experience, we touch, we look, we smell. All the five sense organs are busy in understanding, in dealing with this beautiful world. It is such a beautiful thing that a Milton, a Wordsworth, they enter into explanations while describing the beauties of this world. They go to trance. So beautiful, but it doesn't exist at all. Can absolute produce anything? Absolute always resists a change. There can never take place even an iota of change in anything that is infinite. Immutable, we say in English language. Brahman is infinite. Building material of the universe is Brahman. According to Einstein's theory of relativity, behind every changeable thing, there is something that is less changing, and if you extend this argument ad infinitum, ultimately you have to assert the existence of something that is unchangeable. If change is seeable, if change is observable in this world, you have to accept the existence of something unchangeable ultimately. And whatever is unchangeable, it is infinite. That's what Indian philosophers have been all along saying. Brahman, Adi Mula, Paramatman. So Brahman, Anadi, Ananta, he is there. He is there at the beginning. He is there at the beginning. So that infinite has metamorphosed itself or changed itself into all these things. Why? It is impossible for anyone to see any change in infinity whatsoever. But that very infinity has become the building material of the whole universe. How do you explain? What can never happen has happened, has been happening. Overwhelmingly every day, so many things are happening. Where nothing can happen. This power of Lord is Maya. He has that power. None else has got that power. No one else in this, even Mukta Purusha doesn't have this power. Only Lord alone has got this power. So we respect this Maya because if she were not there, there would have been no world. There would have been no beauty. There would have been nothing here. There would have been nothing here. And in each of us, in every one of us, that element of Maya is there. The individualized Maya is termed as Avidya. Vedanta makes the difference between the collective Avidya, the aggregate of all individual Avidyas is Maya, while the individualized Maya, the element of Maya that is present in every being is Avidya. So, our goal in life is to overcome this Avidya and see the truth for ourselves, for which we have to pray to her, no other way. Either pray to him, who can hand you this Maya at will, and directly you can pray to her, at whose mercy we are for knowing the truth about ourselves, whereby we become repositories of tremendous power, tremendous bliss, and whatnot, tremendous knowledge, etc., etc. that are there as our birthright, but unfortunately, we are all caught up in that spell of Maya and we are moving in the opposite direction. We are in search of so many things, while we ourselves are in position of having everything that we want already in abundance. We are in possession of all these things in abundance. Those very things we are searching for, thinking that as though we don't have any such thing. And those very things, they are there with you already in abundance. How it is self-deceptive. Yes, we are so because we are caught up in avidya. So, this is how the concept of Maya goes. So much is there to study with it, especially in Advaita philosophy. We come across so many concepts, things about Maya, by studying which one benefit we can accrue thereby is this becomes very much clear that there is absolutely no reason why we should suffer at all in our life. Once you know the concept of Maya and the relation between your existence and the effects of Maya, this is the greatest benefit you can extract. What is it? There is absolutely no reason why you feel you are suffering. There is no suffering at all for you. There is absolutely no form of any suffering that can haunt you anytime, in any form. Nobody in this world is a miserable being. All this misery, all this trouble, etc., we are all suffering from, is totally due to our ignorance of who we are. And there is no other reason for this. It is totally due to our own ignorance of who we are. As Ramana Maharshi used to expound very clearly, as Upanishads also expound every now and then, the first and the foremost thing that we have to do in our life is to pay a lot of attention towards the concept of who we are really. Logically. Many people say, Swamiji, this, on the one hand, there is so much of an experience. It's our experience that we are so. We are this, we are that and all. Remember, experience is not the basis upon which we can come to conclusions. Most of the times, experiences are deceiving. Today your experience is that such and such a friend of you is a very great man, a great friend. 5 years later, you will come to know that he was the man whom we should never have been associated with. Our experience has gone changing. The feeling that we have, the estimate that we have, the picture that we have, the concept that we have about anything in this world will go on changing as we grow with the march of time. So the experience of today will be totally opposite of your experience 10 years later. And today's experience is quite opposite of what your experience was about the same 10 years ago. Therefore, never go by your experiences in the waking state. You must always, that is another totally different concept, most beautiful concept. The experience in the waking state is not reliable. Your experience in the transcendental state is the only reliable experience. Go to the transcendental state and try to have the experience of the world. That only you can rely upon and not any other thing. This is a very, very subtle topic, supposed to be the subtlest topic that we come across in Vedanta, the concept of Maya. So, we had a discussion of 50 minutes about this beautiful thing, and you also very attentively listened to all that. Thank you so much. God bless you all. Jai Ram.
Question answer.
Yeah. If you have any questions, you can freely ask. Please.
Is the Shakti and Maya same?
Same.
Swamiji, I have a question.
Please.
What is dream? Is dream also referred as Maya?
Sure. Your waking state is Maya. Your dream state is Maya. Your deep sleep state is also Maya. Only there is another state of consciousness called as Turiya. Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti and Turiya. Only in Turiya you don't have any Maya. Whatever presently you think, this is dream only. We are doing all these things, this is dream only. We think normally when we go to sleep, we get to dreams. Even now you are in dream. But dream has got one peculiar feature. Unless you come out of that state, you will never understand that you are in the dream. to understand that you are in the dream, you must come to waking state. To understand even this waking state also is dream, you must go to transcendental state. Go to transcendental state and you laugh at yourself. My goodness, unnecessarily how much I troubled myself. Unnecessarily 155 times. Unnecessarily I wept. For no reason I laughed. For no reason I cursed him. For no reason I praised her. Everything that you have done now appears to be of something totally useless. There was no need for you to do any of these things. No Portland, no own house, no satsanga. Nothing, none of these things is required. But it is not possible for you to digest it. Doesn't matter. That is how naturally the course of things are. It is natural course of things. All these things. Once Janaka Maharaja had a very bad dream. It comes in the Upanishads. Janaka Maharaja had a very bad dream. He lost his kingdom there. His foe came. The enemy king came. Threw all these people, Janaka Maharaja and all his kith and kin, were all thrown out of his kingdom. He lost his kingdom. Went out to some other part of India and started living begging. On begging, he started living on begging. Suddenly, he came to his senses. He came to this waking state. Now, for so many days, this question remained. What I saw in my dream true, or what I am presently seeing true? Which of these two states that I have been is true? Is this true or that is true? I lost my kingdom, I suffered untold miseries, etc., etc. Terribly disturbed I became. Is that true? I have not lost anything, I still hold the reins of my kingdom here, I still am the king. This is another state. Is this true or that true? Ultimately, the answer was both were not true. Both were not true. So, your waking state is also a sort of dream. Dream is dream only. The only meaningful state presently you can experience is deep sleep. That's why most intelligent people always sleep. They don't bother anything.
How do we, Guruji, how do we know we are getting out of this Maya? How do we know we are reaching a higher state?
You start becoming quite inquisitive about who am I, why should I throw away my life, all these petty issues like ahara, nidra, bhaya, maithuna, as Vedanta puts it. All my pursuits, all my efforts have been only around ahara, nidra. I become terrified sometimes, I become afraid of so many things, uncertainties loom large, I start suffering the sense of insecurity, maithuna, children, this, that and all that. These are the four major areas where our experiences are obtained. First we get experiences in and through these four areas and we go on repeating the experience. The same round of experience gets repeated. So, if you are losing interest in this sincerely, not out of laziness or out of any such deceiving factor, if you sincerely lose interest in this and equally getting more and more interested in pursuing the truth about yourself and truth about Jiva, Jagattu and all that, if you find yourself very much passionate about finding truth about all those things, you can come to the conclusion, perhaps you are moving away from the clutches of Maya.
So, Chandrika ji, you can go ahead with your question.
ಓಕೆ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ನಮಸ್ತೆ ಗುರುಜಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಸಂತೋಷ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೋದಾ
ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಸಿರಿಗನ್ನಡಂ ಗೆಲ್ಗೆ
ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ತುಂಬಾ ಖುಷಿ ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಬರ್ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೆ ಬಟ್ ಸ್ನೋ ಬಿತ್ತು ಆಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಬರಕ್ಕೆ ಸೊ ಈ ತುರ್ಯಾವಸ್ಥೆನಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಜಾಗೃತ ಸ್ವಪ್ನ ಸುಷುಪ್ತಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಇದು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ, ಬಟ್ ತುರ್ಯಾವಸ್ಥೆ 2 ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಇದೆ ನನಗೆ, ಎರಡನ್ನೂ ಕೇಳ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ. ನೀವು ತುರ್ಯಾವಸ್ಥೆಗೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗತ್ತೆ ನಮ್ಗದು ಮತ್ತೆ 2ನೇ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ, ನಾವಿವಾಗ ನೀವು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಭಗವಂತನ ಲೀಲೆನೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು, ಅದ್ರ ಮೂಲಕನೇ ನಮಗೆ ನಡೆಸ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ದಿನನಿತ್ಯ ಜೀವನ ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಇವಾಗ ಡೆಸ್ಟಿನಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಫ್ರೀ ವಿಲ್ ಅಂತ ಅಂತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಮತ್ತೆ ನಮ್ಗೇನು ಒಂಥರ ಇದೇ ಇಲ್ವಾ, ಫ್ರೀ ವಿಲ್ಲೇ ಇಲ್ವಾ ನಾವು ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ? ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದೆಲ್ಲ ಬರೀ ದೇವ್ರ ಲೀಲೆನೇನಾ ಅಂತ.
ನೋಡಿ, ಫ್ರೀ ವಿಲ್ ಈ ಜನ್ಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಫ್ರೀ ವಿಲ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಹಿಂದಿನ ಜನ್ಮಗಳ ಫ್ರೀ ವಿಲ್ಲು ಈ ಜನ್ಮದಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಅದು ಒಂಥರ ಕರ್ಮದ ಒಂದು ಕವಚವಾಗಿ, ಕರ್ಮದ ಒಂದು ಇದಾಗಿ ಕಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಹಿಂದಿನ ಜನ್ಮಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಫ್ರೀ ವಿಲ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಿರಿ ನೀವು, ಆ ಹಿಂದಿನ ಜನ್ಮಗಳ ಫ್ರೀ ವಿಲ್ಲು ಈಗ ನಿಮ್ಗೊಂಥರ ರೀಟಿಲ್ಡ್, ಒಂಥರ ಕುದುರೆಗೆ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಹಾಕ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ, ಅದೇನೋ ಒಂಥರ ಅಂತ ನೋಡುತ್ತೆ, ಬ್ರಿಟಲ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಅದಾಗ ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಅದೇ ಹಿಂದಿನ ಫ್ರೀ ವಿಲ್ಲೇ ಇವತ್ತು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮೇಲೆ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಈಗ ಫ್ರೀ ವಿಲ್ಲ, ಯಾಕೆ? ಹಿಂದಿನ ಫ್ರೀ ವಿಲ್ ನೀವು ಎಕ್ಸರ್ಸೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀರಿ, ಫ್ರೀ ವಿಲ್ಲೇ ಇರೋದು. ಇನ್ನು ತುರಿಯಾವಸ್ಥೆಗೆ ನಾವು ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ತುರಿಯಾವಸ್ಥೆಗೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ, ಕೆಲವು ಲಕ್ಷಣಗಳಿದೆ. ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಜ್ಞಾನಿ ಅಥವಾ ಪರಾಭಕ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ಪಡ್ಕೊಂಡಂಥ ಭಕ್ತ, ಸಮಾಧಿಸ್ಥ ಪುರುಷ, ಅವರನ್ನು ಕುರಿತು ನಮ್ಮ ಗ್ರಂಥಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಲಕ್ಷಣಗಳಿವೆ. ದಿಗಂಬರೋವ ಅಪಿ ಸಾಂಬರೋವ ತ್ವಗಂಬರೋವ ಅಪಿ ಚಿದಂಬರಸ್ಥಃ ಉನ್ಮತ್ತವತ್ವಾಪಿ ಚ ಬಾಲವತ್ವ ಪಿಶಾಚವತ್ವಾಪಿ ಚರತಿ ಅವನ್ಯ. ಹೀಗೆಲ್ಲ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಜ್ಞಾನಿ ಲಕ್ಷಣಗಳು ಇತ್ಯಾದಿಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಇವೆ. ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಉನ್ಮತ್ತ. ಏನು ಕಬೀರ್ ದಾಸ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ಒಂದು ಬೆಳಕಿನ ಲೋಕವನ್ನೇ ನಿರಂತರ ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ಏನು ಆನಂದ, ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಇಂಥ ಆನಂದ ನನಗೆ, ಬೆಳಕಿನ ಲೋಕದಲ್ಲೇ ವ್ಯವಹರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ದುಃಖ ಅನ್ನೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹಸುವು ಅನ್ನೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಕಬೀರ್ ದಾಸ ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಆ ಅವಸ್ಥೆಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಶ್ರೀರಾಮಕೃಷ್ಣರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ಸಮುದ್ರಕ್ಕೆ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೆ ತಂಪಾದ ಗಾಳಿ ಬೀಸಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಶುರುವಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇನ್ನು ಸಮುದ್ರ ನೋಡಿಲ್ಲ ನೀವು. ಹಾಗೇನೆ ಕಸ್ತೂರಿ ಮೃಗ ಅಥವಾ ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಸುಗಂಧ ಪೂರಿತವಾದ ಒಂದು ಪದಾರ್ಥ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಇಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲೋ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ ಅದರ ಹತ್ರಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವು ಹೋದಂಗೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ಈ ತುರಿಯಾವಸ್ಥೆಗೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ ಅನ್ನೋವಾಗಲೇನೆ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಲಕ್ಷಣ ಬರೋಕ್ಕೆ ಶುರುವಾಗುತ್ತೆ.
ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವಿನ್ನ ತುಂಬಾ ದೂರ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ತುಂಬಾ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್.
ಈಗ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಹತ್ರಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಬಂದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರ ಮುಂದೆ ಪ್ರವಚನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು?
ಈ ಬೆಳಗಿನ ಜಾವ 4 ಗಂಟೆ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರಲ್ವಾ, ಆ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಡಂತ ಕನಸುಗಳು ನಿಜವಾಗ್ತವೆ, ಅಥವಾ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವೇನೋ ಕಂಡ್ಕೊಂಡಂತ ಕನಸುಗಳು ನಮ್ಮ ಮುನ್ಸೂಚನೆಯಾಗಿ ಕಾಣತ್ತೆ, ಅಥವಾ ಅದು ಆಗೇ ಬಿಡತ್ತೆ ಒಂದೊಂದ್ಸರಿ, ಅದು ನಮ್ಮ ಅನುಭವಕ್ಕೂ ಬಂದಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗಂದಾಗ ಅದನ್ನ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಅದು ಮಾಯೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇವಾಗ ಹೇಳಿದಲ್ಲ, ಒಂದು ಅವಿದ್ಯಾ ಒಂದು ವಿದ್ಯೆ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಆ ರೀತಿ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಮಾಯೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಅದನ್ನ ಇದನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೋ, ಅಥವಾ ಇದು ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಅವರ್ ಮೈಂಡ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ we are thinking about it, we are in that state, that's why we are dreaming about it.
ಅಮ್ಮ, ಇದು ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿ ಬೈ ಚಾನ್ಸ್. ಕೆಲವು ಸಲ ಬೆಳಗಿನ ಜಾವ ನೀವು ಕಂಡ ಕನಸುಗಳು ನಿಜ ಆಗಿವೆ. ನನ್ನ ಅನುಭವಕ್ಕೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಆತ್ಮೀಯರೊಬ್ಬರು ತೀರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಅವರ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಗೆ ಕನಸಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂತು. ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಕನಸಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂತು, ಬೇಸ್ಟ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ತಾಯಿ ಹತ್ರ ಮಲಗಿತ್ತು. ಒಮ್ಮೆಲೆ ದಿಗ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ, ಅಮ್ಮ ಕನಸು ಬಂತು, ನಮ್ಮ ಮೇಷ್ಟ್ರು ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ರು ಕನಸಲ್ಲಿ. ಆವಾಗ ತಾಯಿ ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿದ್ದವರು ಸಮಾಧಾನ ಮಾಡ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಹಾಗೆಲ್ಲ ಏನಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಮಲಕ್ಕೋ ಅಂತ. ತಕ್ಷಣ ಈ ಹುಡುಗಿ ಗಡಿಯಾರ ನೋಡಿಕೊಂಡು, ಅಮ್ಮ ಬೆಳಗಿನ ಜಾವ ಈಗ 5 ಗಂಟೆ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಬೆಳಗಿನ ಜಾವ ಬಂದ ಕನಸುಗಳು ನಿಜ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಿತಿನ್ ಎ ಮಂತ್ ದಿ ಟೀಚರ್ ಪಾಸ್ಡ್ ಅವೇ. ಮೇಷ್ಟ್ರು ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ರು. ಇದನ್ನ ಅದೇ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗೆ the very person might have dreamt so many things in the early hours of the day which might not have come true. The same person may not say, all my dreams that I dreamt in the early hours of the day have come true. And No one can say that dreams that you see after some time, say somewhere around 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock in the day will come true. We cannot claim like that. You know, it is just by chance. We cannot strictly or definitely say what will happen for the dream that you see in your sleep at some particular point of time. We cannot see that.
Swamiji, in very mind-boggling revelation,
Please, in English.
What you are revealing is mind-boggling. I mean, I'm still cannot digest all the discourse here. So I have 3 questions. I have many questions, but I'll shorten it to 3 questions. Number 1 is, so you mentioned that the Brahman was remaining as a log of wood without aware of himself. And then he got under his own spell, his own Maya spell,
Maya, yes.
to begin the creation,
Yes.
Why did it happen?
Otherwise, there won't be any creation at all.
Yeah, instead of remaining as a one piece
Log of wood only. Why did he not remain as log of wood only?
Yeah.
Well, who should question him? It is his will that he must create his own world and show his Leela and all that. All these things must happen. These are all there. It is his will that he has to do all these things.
Because it is creating the problem for himself. And
There is no problem for anyone. Leave alone Brahman. For no one in this creation there is any problem. We are all hypnotized into the feeling that all these problems, that thing is a problem. Everything is an incidence, just an incidence. Death is an incidence, birth is an incidence, insult is an incidence, praise is an incidence, all acclamation that you get, all awards that you get, felicitations you get, everything is just an incidence. Unfortunately, what we do, we have what is called as raga and dvesha in us. For certain incidences, we have raga. For certain incidences, we dvesha. We plainly saying, certain incidences we like. Certain incidences we don't like. Some events we like. Some events we don't like. Okay, incidence is an incidence. And your liking it or not liking it is totally subjective. You agree? It is subjective. You may like that event. I may not. Say, for example, some football match was going on between France and Argentina. Argentina people wanted at any cost Argentina to win. For me, an Indian, whether Argentina wins or France wins, what is there? I don't have any raga for that. While Argentinians had raga. And French people never wanted Argentina to win. They had dvesha. You may not call it as dvesha, at least they don't want it. Not dvesha may become too harsh a term. At least they never wanted Argentina to win. So there are 3 groups. Argentina people anticipating a victory for Argentina. French people anticipating a defeat for Argentina. Indians who are neither interested in Argentina winning nor Argentina losing. Whereas anybody winning is same. Because we are neither Argentina people nor we are French people. So this is subjective. Whether victory is sweet or victory is very bitter, it is subjective. So event, just it is an event. Depending upon what subjectivity you are attaching with that, what is subjective feeling you are attaching, we are creating, we are making it a sukha, we are making it a dukkha. Event plus raga is equal to sukha. Event plus dvesha is equal to dukkha. There is absolutely no difficulty, no problem, no trouble for anyone in this world. For anyone. See, when he was Siddhartha, death of a person appeared a great problem for him. And he wanted to find a solution. To find out a solution, Siddhartha did lot of rigorous tapasya and became Buddha. He became Buddha. Did he find any solution after becoming Buddha? Never. Never. When Kisa Gautami came, along with her dead son, to rejuvenate him, did Buddha gave any life back to that dead boy? Anyway, he only tried to change the attitude that Kisa Gautami had towards the concept or towards the event that is called as death. The only solution for the death is change our attitude towards the death of a man. After Siddhartha between Buddha to millions of people are dying. He wanted to find a solution for death of a man. Billions and trillions of people are dying even after he became Buddha. And one lady came along with her dead son. Please bring life back to my son. Give him life back. Buddha never gave life back. Nor could he do either. What did he do? Please bring some mustard seed. Is it mustard seed?
Yes.
Please bring some mustard seed from a house where there has not taken place any death at all. Nor could she bring it. And therefore she had to keep quiet. So this is the solution that Buddha gave as a result of 12 years of rigorous tapasya. 12 years of rigorous tapasya of Siddhartha that converted him into a Buddha. Enabled him to bring some solution. What is the solution? Change your attitude towards what is called as death, or trial, or trouble, or difficulty, or misery, or whatever it is presently you are suffering from. Change your attitude. Changing attitude is the only solution, and the solution is not in any other form. So there is nothing like sukha, dukkha, all those things, they are all your own makings. Totally subjective.
So you said to attain moksha, there will be a lot of obstacles on the way, right? So, and we need to ignore. For example, there will be Indra position, we just ignore and we go and attain the moksha. But to ignore also, we need to know the knowledge of the Indra, right? I mean, just to say that no, we don't want this, we want to go towards moksha. We can't just ignore blindly, right? I mean, we need to know that this is either creating a digression of our path, or at least we need to know what it is to ignore. Right?
So for that you have to rely on the scriptural messages only.
Okay.
Scriptural message is very clear that Brahmanhood is million times more glorious than Indrahood.
Okay.
So why fall a prey for something lower and something higher is there knocking at the door? When the choice is between the lower one and the higher one, who would ever at all opt for the lower one? So there is no other way. Shastrasya Guru, that is Shraddha. Shastrasya Guruvakyasya Satya Buddhihi Avadharanam Sa Shraddha Katitha Sadbhihi Yaya Vastu Palabhyate. Guruvakya and Shastra Vakya. You have to take them as out and out truths. Satya Buddhihi.
The second question, Swamiji, you said this is infinite Brahman came under again the spell of Maya, right? Voluntarily. Again, my limited mind thinking, linearly, as we have been taught, thinks always that, did this infinite part of the infinite come under spell, or the whole infinite?
Whole infinite.
Whole infinite.
Whole infinite. You cannot divide infinity at all,
Yes.
Part of infinity is
Still have infinity.
it is a contradictory term. There cannot be any part of infinity. Either whole of infinity or nothing. Even nothing is not there. When you mention infinity, it's always infinity.
Third question. So, the creation, right? Did it start instantaneously?
No.
Instantaneously.
Creation has no
gradually
No, creation has no beginning.
Yes, no?
Creation has no beginning. It is cyclic. Creation is cyclic and not linear.
So did it start instantaneously, like in a snap of a moment, or it did take years,
Years. Eons. Millions of years. Billions of years. That we study about in biology. What we study in the Genesis or Darwin's theory of evolution, it almost holds good. Darwin's philosophy suffers a limitation only at human level. After reaching human stage, how evolution takes place, Darwin's philosophy is not satisfactory. It doesn't give the full details of it. But up to that point, it's more or less acceptable. Yes, good.
Can we ever get rid of Maya like the Avidya Maya?
Can you ever get rid of avidya maya?
Sure, that is in fact the purpose of life. That is why you do Sandhya Vandanam, Gayatri Japam, and Satsang. Deva, 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 Krishna, we used to sing, All these things we are doing only to get rid of avidya maya. Satsang is meant for that. Anything connected with God, any ritual that you undertake for connecting yourself to God is exclusively for the purpose of overcoming avidya maya. More you do, quicker you get rid of.
Guruji, one other question for you. You were talking about Dvandva. That is just now, you gave example of this Argentina and this, because we are Indians, we don't have one paksha itkolala now anta. But in our life, which we are living, we are always caught in this Dvandva. This or that, right? So how do you overcome that?
That is, you are caught because you are in Maya.
So
all
these practices, what you are saying, like meditation, abhyasa, vairagya, the usual, okay. So
see, Kunti at one point, when Krishna asked Kunti to ask for a boon, you know what boon she asked for? Upadas santuna shashvat tatra tatra jagadguru bhavato darshanam yasya apunar bhava darshanam. The great passage in Mahabharata. Krishna, give me that boon whereby I come across troubles, trials, tribulations, difficulties at every step in my life. Who would ever ask for such a boon? But Kunti, being a very wise lady, she knew any amount of these palatial luxuries and cocktails of the capital will not go any distance for giving the joy that any human being is aspiring for. All these cocktails of the capital, palatial luxuries and all those things will be of no value at all. They are all transient. Your mind will never have the sort of the elation that it is seeking from all these transient means, and therefore Krishna, let me firmly hold on to you always, and I can never do it if I don't have trials in my life. That is human weakness. Once we have luxuries and joys of life, we fall a prey to it. We can never come out of it. Therefore, let me be through always troubles in my life.
So is that a better ask, or is what you started off your conversation initially, saying like Narada asking, let me not in my silkod beda anta. So is that a better ask?
Better is Narada's.
Narada's, right?
Kunti, Iron lady.
Yeah.
Naradan path, let us follow Narada's path.
Yeah. Thank you, Guruji.
Thank you.
So many questions. So in this infinite world, right, is there any chance of another Bhuloka where humans exist and they have this chance for...
No, there is no loka present anywhere where human beings are living.
It's only Earth.
Earth is the only planet where there are human beings. Other forms of life may be there in different dimensions. They say Gandharva Loka, Pitru Loka. They all may be there. But none there possesses any human body. They have their own bodies. Human body is there only on the planet Earth. Sharda Devi makes a reference to it. Holy Mother Sharda Devi makes a reference. Nowhere else you have human beings, it's only here. So many Putanis are there who have become unduly silent. Putani number 1, Putani number 2. Now your turn to ask questions. Or we conclude?
ಆರತಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ
Okay. Arati.
ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು
ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಮಾಡಲಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಡೋಣ.
ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಡು.
ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಹಾಡು.
ಗೋ.
ಖಂಡದ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್.
So we will just do a small arati and then conclude. So
ಖಂಡದ ಆರತಿ ರಾಮಕುಮಾರಿ.
Arati Ramkumar.
ಆರತಿ ರಾಮಕುಮಾರಿ.
So we will do arati in our
Those of you who
puja
are
room,
a little bit of
and here we will just sing.
Please join us. ಆರತಿ ರಾಮಕುಮಾರಿ, ಕಬೀರ್ ದಾಸ್ composition.
Wait, Bhuvan.
You all can repeat. Jaya Jaya Arati Rama Tumari.
Arati Rama Tumari.
Jaya Jaya Arati Rama Tumari.
Jaya Jaya Arati Rama Tumari.
Prananath Raghunath Murari.
Prananath Raghunath Murari.
Prananath Raghunath Murari.
Prananath Raghunath Murari.
Arati Rama Tumari.
Jaya Jaya Arati Rama Tumari.
Shuka Narada Muni Sagar Gave.
Shuka Narada Muni Sagar Gave.
Shuka Narada Muni
Shuka Narada Muni
Sagar Gave.
Sagar Gave.
Bharata Shatrugna
Bharata Shatrugna
Chavara Dulave.
Chamara Dulave. Arati Rama Tumari. Jaya Jaya Arati Rama Tumari.
Pitavasana
Pitavasana
Vaijayanti Mala.
Vaijayanti Mala.
Pitavasana Vaijayanti Mala.
Pitavasana Vaijayanti Mala.
Meghavarana Tano
Meghavarana Tanu
Nayana Visala.
Nayana Visala. Arati Rama Tumari. Jaya Jaya Arati Rama Tumari.
छत्र धरता है जय श्री गुरु महाराज जी की जय श्री महामाई की जय श्री स्वामी जी महाराज जी की जय श्री दुर्गा माई की